So, you could be happy or you could be right. Usually not both. And that's particularly in your marriage. I keep having to learn this lesson the hard way over and over. So it was Friday night, date night, and I was flying home after a long, exhausting week on the road. My wife, Georgia, was picking me up from the airport, and she had made reservations for us at this new restaurant in downtown San Diego we were both excited to try. So to make it special, earlier in the week, I called ahead to see if they stocked our favorite French champagne. They did not. So I arranged to have a bottle shipped to the Salmonier at the restaurant to be presented at the table as a surprise, along with another little small gift that I picked up on the road. Georgia had arranged a surprise as well. Knowing that I would be coming off of a long flight, she bought me a brand new shirt, had it pressed, and waiting for me in the car when she picked me up. Oh boy, this was going to be a good night. Even though they had people spilling out the front door, the hostess greeted us with a big smile and immediately whisked us to their best table in the house. Apparently, I had made an impression with the Salmonier. Halfway through the heavenly champagne, in other words, we were feeling the magic, our meals arrived. They were delicious. I offered a bite of my dish to Georgia, and she commented on the taste of curry in the dish. I insisted that it was turmeric, not curry. She said, no, it was definitely curry. I laughed about how wrong she was and threw down a bet that I was right. By my scorecard, by the way, I'm like 1,258,932 to 0 in winning our bets. I started trying to search for the recipe online from my iPhone in the middle of our meal. I know, super lame. I couldn't find it, so I called over the waitress and asked her to settle our score. She was uncertain, but then, probably in a make the dumb man happy, she probably thought, she decided to side with me. I won! I was right! I did a little victory dance in my chair and gloated a little bit longer. However, I now experienced that I had won the battle, I know, not good, but I had lost the war, the magic of the evening. The rest of the night was spent in austere dialogue, a mostly silent drive home, and well, not much else to tell. The next morning, still being my ape-like self, I went to the restaurant's website, found the name of the chef who had published a cookbook and shared some of his recipes on his blog. The dish I ordered was on there, and guess what? The ingredient was curry, not turmeric, after all. Not only had I ruined the magic of the moment by trying to be right rather than happy, but comically or tragically, depending on whether you find other people's pain funny or not, I was actually wrong after all. Now, I haven't told Georgia about that little factoid discovery, by the way. She still thinks that I was right, so let's just keep that between us, eh? I'm sure I wouldn't hear the end of it. Actually, she probably wouldn't make a big deal about it at all, since, being the more evolved member of our relationship, she would probably prefer peace and happiness rather than triumph and righteousness. Me? Well, I'm still in training.